A Hardin man who beat his toddler with an amount of force likened to a car crash was sentenced to prison today for her murder.
That's one of but 3 major cases that played out in a Hardin courtroom today. As the judge there hears another murder case plus allegations that involve a gun at Hardin High School.
First, new developments in the case of 24-year-old Dana Redding, now ordered to spend 100 years in prison for killing his daughter.
Q2's Asia Gore was in the courtroom today and joins us here in studio tonight to bring us the details. Asia?
Jane Janelle, prosecutors had only requested a sentence of 50 years in prison, but the judge, clearly shaken by the gruesome details of the murder, doubled that request. 24-year-old Dana Redding admitted in November that he beat 2-year-old Isabella to death with a belt in an unexplained fit of rage. The defense called a psychologist to testify about Redding's limited mental capacity. Redding was a child in foster care when the doctor first met him. The doctor said Redding was a victim and witness of abuse, which likely caused him to be an abusive adult. But the judge said the abuse Redding experienced as a child is not an excuse for his horrific actions. The coroner's report found the toddler was beaten relentlessly, causing compressions to her spine. Redding admitted at an earlier hearing he had no reason to even discipline his daughter. Redding's grandmother testified in his defense, calling him a kind, gentle person incapable of such abuse. The judge disagreed, though, imposing a 50-year restriction on Redding's parole to protect others from his violent outbursts. The victim's mother, Cavanna Grace George, is also facing charges for allegedly knowing about the abuse and failing to report it. Her case has yet to be resolved. Jane Janelle?
Thanks, Asia.
The Crow Agency man who's accused of beating a Hardin woman to death with a frying pan denied those allegations today.
22-year-old James Brian pleaded not guilty in Bighorn County District Court to 1 count of deliberate homicide and 2 counts of assault. Brian is accused of fatally beating 48-year-old Leilani Whitehip and assaulting 2 other women with a frying pan in a Hardin trailer. Another woman reported that Brian bragged about the attack.
Whitehip was in the hospital on life support for 2 weeks before she died this past Saturday. Prosecutors say Brian is also a suspect in an open murder investigation here in Yellowstone County, but they did not specify which case.
Brian's bond is set at $1 million.
Meanwhile, the former Hardin High School student who's accused of bringing a gun to school and the teacher accused of hiding the weapon for him both plead not guilty to those charges today. 17-year-old Udicott Burdenground pleading not guilty to 3 charges that include a felony for allegedly bringing the weapon to school. And former art teacher Nora Block denied a charge of tampering with evidence, possessing a weapon in school, and obstructing an officer. The judge ordered Burdenground not to come close to any school or school function, saying the issue of gun violence in schools is especially sensitive right now, and he wants to ensure it doesn't happen in Hardin. Block, meanwhile, was ordered not to speak with students. Both tonight are out on bond.
Billing students